here with you.
Thank you.
Man, you've got some out the back there.
Oh, there's
haven't you?
some gear, yeah. Everybody's leaving it till the last minute, till the grass goes flat out to bring it in. As much as we try and encourage it over the winter time, it always happens, but never mind. So what I'd like to do a quick call out is for if you're lucky enough to be going away at Christmas time, okay, and you're going to take a generator or you've got to go to the batch and get your batch mower sorted out or your weed eater sorted out, get it into us now. Don't leave it till closer to Christmas time because you will miss out. Okay, because we're just over 2.5 weeks behind at the moment in the workshop. It's very, very busy.
And what are we, about 7 weeks?
Yeah, and it gets closer and closer. So think about it now, get it sorted out, get your generators out, get them all running, make sure everything's okay before the holiday season hits you.
Great advice.
It's the same thing with the weed eaters, but a lot of people take stuff away if they're lucky enough to have a batch and they get there, got to have the gear ready sorted.
I don't know about the lucky enough. I had 2 in the past and you just spend your holidays working.
Yeah. So at the moment we're doing a promo on the Victor mowers. So if your mower's not up to the standard or you just want to upgrade, Victor are doing a promotion on their machines where you can purchase any Victor mower and you go in the draw, which is drawn middle of December, just in time for Christmas, to go into win a pack. Now that gives you, so you buy a mower, but then if you're lucky enough, you could win a water blaster, a blower, a chainsaw, a weed eater, all that package. So
goodness,
and that's
huge.
all you got to do is purchase a mower. It's nothing to do with pricing, nothing else. All you got to do is buy one from a participating dealer, which is us, and you're in the draw. Simple as that.
Fabulous.
Yep, so take advantage of that. Some good pricing, good quality, and we back everything up. So,
and you've got some great prices with trade-ins at the moment as well?
Certainly have, yes. Yep. So at the moment, like I said, we can do the wee steel bodies from $549 up into the bigger commercial machines, which he's looking at now with the Honda motor on it. Okay, and those there are $879 with a trade-in. Fantastic. Good Honda engine, good aluminium body.
What about for people for home maintenance?
Home maintenance. If you want to do your own stuff, we've got all sorts of oils, filters and stuff. Plus, nylon line is the biggest thing that a lot of people want this time of year for weed eating.
Yes.
That's another thing to bear in mind, that it's going to get very dry, so we're told. We're going to get a shower rain shortly, hopefully, but keep your weeds down. So if you've got a section that's getting away, and you get those weeds down before it dries out. So get into it with the weed eating. Good quality nylon and a good head on it saves you a lot of hassles.
Absolutely, and of course, a lot of problem I've heard you say in the past is the fact that people are not using the right nylons for the machines.
Yep. The biggest hassle is
bring it in.
Bring it in and show us, and we can either explain, upgrade the line head, or recommend the proper nylon to use, which makes a big difference.
Yep, sure. Also fantastic with all of your blowers,
blowers,
snippers, the whole lot. Chainsaws, best time of year to be cutting wood.
Yep, it is. Yep, do it over the Christmas time. We do have a specials flyer out at the moment, which is this one here. If you're lucky enough to have received it in the letterbox, sweet. If you haven't and you would like a copy of it, give us a call and we can post one out to you, no troubles at all.
Brilliant. Edgware Mowers and Chainsaws Limited. You will find them at 237 Westminster Street in St Albans. CTV staff have got a secret that we're actually going to let you into today. We have a favourite coffee shop on the northwest side of Christchurch, and it actually happens to be Untouched World. And I'm here with one of the head chefs, Tony.
Morning.
Good morning. What a beautiful place this is. I love the fact that it's big and yet it's still got an incredible personal touch to it. Just the ambience of the place. And the food is heavenly. And the coffee.
Absolutely.
Tell me about the philosophy behind the food here and what kind of things it is you make.
We try and keep the food quite natural and quite simple. We base it on ideas that are classic, and we just give it a bit of a modern twist. But we try and keep it varied and interesting. Obviously, gluten-free and dairy-free is becoming more of an option these days. So we try and focus on that as well. So we have a range of items, cabinet items obviously, which are quite popular, and then we roll into the breakfast, and also we have a full a la carte lunch menu as well.
Okay, so great place to come on down. I mean, here we are filming at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there's already been quite a number of people leave the restaurant that have obviously had breakfast here. What time are you open for your breakfast?
During the weekdays we open at 7, and the weekends we open at 9.
9. Yeah. Nice, beautiful spot. I also love the fact that you've got the fire over here. lovely cosy snug area that you can actually sit on the sofas. And as the weather gets better, this area out here, Tony, is just glorious, isn't it?
Yes, it's lovely. We're doing a little bit of work out here currently. We're just trying to put a bit more box seating and things out here. But we've got 12 tables out here, which gets the sun in the summertime. It's a lovely spot to sit in the summertime.
It's gorgeous, and because you've got the native bushes out there as well, it really encourages all the native birds.
Yes, it does. Yeah, there's a few nests out there actually, and there's a few families of birds out there.
Which really follows through with that whole beautiful untouched world.
Does, yeah.
Name, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's taken a while to establish, but it's established now. It's a lovely spot, absolutely.
Treat yourself to a secret and come on down here to Untouched World. They're open 7 days a week, and of course, don't forget they are actually known for their beautiful merino and knitwear in here. But you can indulge with all this beautiful food. Untouched World. They're at 155 Roydvale Avenue in Burnside. Open 7 days a week. Canterbury, of course, especially Christchurch, is the garden city. We are renowned for that, as is this beautiful garden in which we're sitting in right now. But one other thing that we're renowned for in Canterbury, of course, is our wins. Yes, I'm here with Mike from Watermelon Shade.
Thanks, Jude. Thanks for accompanying me again today.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Lovely to have you here.
You've really made me start looking at my outdoor area and my requirements and what I'm lacking in my own outdoor setting as well.
Yes.
You can do commercial and residential properties?
Absolutely, yes. We cover an area basically from Kaikoura right through to Oamaru, so it's really within the catchment area of CTV. So that's really the reason why we're utilising your services.
Now, what kind of sun protections can we have? Talk us through this one here that you've done.
Okay, the top one there basically is just a beautiful array of shading, sun sails as such over a patio or a deck area. And as you come down into here, you see that we're heavily involved with the schools and the education sector, ensuring that our children are protected during the day. We also do cantilevered umbrellas, and of course we're sitting under one here today.
Yes.
And of course the other one again is at a preschool where we've provided cover for the children while at play.
This one here's pretty spectacular. I've just realised that's four umbrellas
Correct.
on one, isn't it?
It is that. Yes, on the one pole. And
so anything is feasible, possible?
Absolutely. And as you see today, we've got an umbrella that's up here, and that's
we've got a big cantilever here, and it's massive actually.
Yeah.
And you've got this extra strapping on it here.
For sure. And basically these will withstand wind forces up to 40 k's. So basically the pole is a bit like a mast on a yacht. They're very robust.
And let's face it, if it's anything over 40k, we're really not going to be sitting outside in it anyway, are we?
Absolutely, so true. Yeah.
So there's the colour ranges here, Mike, that we can
Very much
choose
so.
from?
And as I said, there's a great range of colours. Some of them you wouldn't use in your domestic situation, but certainly for preschools, the bright yellows, the reds are fantastic, because that's what the kids like.
Wow,
but we will match anything to suit the environment and in particular the home.
So it's quite suitable on existing homes, not just new?
Oh, absolutely.
Good.
And honestly, since we last met, the phone's been ringing red hot, I have to say.
Really?
And already bookings are quite heavy. I'd suggest that anybody that's looking for shading pre-Christmas really needs to get into us now.
Yes.
Because honestly, come early December, we have a cut-off point to meet the requirements of our clients to ensure that they have our product installed in time for Christmas.
What is that turnaround time, Mike?
Basically, as we lead into Christmas, it probably stretches out a little bit, but normally our service deliverables are 10 days from date of confirmation.
Oh, Watermelon Shade. Why wouldn't you? The telephone number for Watermelon Shade is 0800 1 Shade or watermelonshade.co.nz. And as I promised, Martin from Kids Cakes joins us.
Thank you.
Lovely to be with you today.
It's always good to be here. What I wanted to do today, I know we've talked about all our food and how much variety we've got, and I did an exercise last night and I added up all the varieties of drinks that we sell as well, and I was stunned. We have 129 different varieties and sizes of drinks, which range from the flavoured milks, the fruit juices, sports drinks,
Children's
waters.
sizes?
Yeah, children's sizes. the splash, all the way through there, and you think possibly there's not 129 there. Then we add in all the coffees and the coffee varieties and the smoothies and the teas, and honestly, 129, which was a bit embarrassing.
That's huge.
It is.
That's a huge selection.
Because we've just bought a juicing machine and we're going to add even more to that. We're going to do fresh juices.
And you really put it out there for the customers, don't you?
Yes, we like that. So Leanne is around here somewhere. Here she is. Leanne is going to make a juice for us.
Oh, beautiful.
Here she comes. So one summer surprise there, Leanne, please.
One summer surprise.
There we go.
What a fantastic idea this is. The juice bars are getting really big, aren't they?
Yeah.
People are wanting that clean, fresh.
Yeah. Well, it ties in with the salads and the freshness.
Oh, look at this.
There we go. So
And you can see that it is absolutely fresh.
yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah. They assure me when I bought this machine, they said it can do, I think, 29 kilos of carrots in 3 minutes. So I don't intend to do that. That's a lot of carrots.
Well, yes.
But the fruit goes in, skin on, and it just shreds it, and all the pulp comes out the other end, which is going to be very good for my garden.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have the best compost in town.
I was
And
going to say,
proper
if you
lemon.
end up with too much of that, if you end up with too much, throw it my way.
Yes, between that and my coffee grounds, we'll be good.
Oh my gosh, you must have an amazing garden.
It's getting there.
Hence all
Okay.
these beautiful flowers that you bring
Now we
in.
have the proof of the pudding.
Okay. Let's have a look at it. Oh, look at the foam, that fresh juice foam
you
on
go.
top of it. Am I going to get to try this again?
Yes, that's your punishment.
On my punishment. Oh.
Okay.
Oh my God, that is absolutely beautiful.
You feel better already?
That is absolutely divine. The beautiful tingliness of the lemon back here, but it still tastes sweet from the carrot and the apple. Oh, you've got to come and try one.
Yep. So we will probably have around about 6 or 7 varieties of these as well, just to round up the numbers to about 136.
Make sure you come on down to Kids Cakes 7 days a week. Kids Cakes and Bakeries are at 254 Cranford Street at St Albans, 7 days a week, 129 drinks and still adding. That's a record. For all you crafters, come on out to Jan Craft here out at Rolleston. We're joined by Jan right now. Jan, these are beautiful. These
Yes.
little felted fairies, aren't they?
They're new in store and they
Look at them.
are a New Zealand product.
Very,
Yes.
very beautiful, aren't they? And I mean, that's something really nice if it's got to be sent around New Zealand.
Oh, yes.
It lies pretty flat, nice, and that's your finished result. Aren't they adorable?
Handmade.
All handmade.
handmade.
Now, our cameraman's just going to go for a nice little wander around the shop because we're just going to talk about a lot of the different products that you've got in here. Can I just commend you on the beautiful job with all your Christmas displays you put in
Thank
store? You've done a lovely job. You love Christmas,
I
don't you?
do.
I can
but
tell
it's
you
a
do.
heck of a performance putting it all together.
Oh,
you
yes.
know.
Well, it's lovely just to come out and see you do some magnificent displays. And of course, we've got Jolie here as
We
well.
have.
The beautiful grey cat.
Here she comes.
The beautiful little grey fur baby. Come here. Can I have a little cuddle? Can I? Oh, meow. Can
Meow,
I?
meow.
Look who I found here. This is Jolie as well. So you can come on out and meet her. Now, darling, we'll tell the viewers, meow, meow, I know. We'll tell the viewers that they don't come out here to get a completed card.
No.
They come out here to get all their requirements to be able to make their own
That's
cards.
right, yes.
Isn't that right? And some magnificent, you source your product from all around the globe, don't
yes, yes.
you? How many days a week are you open?
6 days a week.
6 days a week.
Sunday off.
Sunday,
Yes.
oh, you've got to have a day off, darling.
We
Now,
do.
Christmas time, this is a beautiful time of year now for people to be able to be sitting down and making their own Christmas
Getting
cards.
onto their
and really
cards.
personalising it.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful hobby to take up with the children as well.
As you know.
As I know, as
you
I
know.
well know. Now, you've got some great gift ideas in here. Tell me about the gift ideas that you've got.
Well, for a starter, gift vouchers are always a lovely thing to give to people for Christmas. Somebody that's a crafter in your family or friend or whatever, and that can be any amount from, you know, say $5, $10 even. I mean, just whatever.
Yes.
And there's there's the likes of the paint by numbers.
Yes, they're a great present, aren't they?
You know, and such a variety, huge variety.
Fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. And of course, I always love the stockings that you have in here.
The Busella.
Stockings, yeah, they're great. And the heirloom collection quilts. Of course, this is all by Busella.
Yes.
Busella, have I said that right?
Yes.
Yep, they're gorgeous.
They're from America.
Always American, and
Yes.
they're always good all-rounders. Spin round this way, my love. Make sure you come on out and see Jan at Jan Craft here. She has got gift vouchers. Just call on out and she'll make them out to any denomination. Jan Craft Boutique. You can pop on out and see Jan, like she said, Monday through to Saturday at 39 Brookside Road, Rolleston. The number is 3479 298. I'm sitting here and I was just sort of drifting off actually. It's so beautiful. I'm at Simply Heat and I'm joined by Steve. Steve, there's nothing quite like seeing a naked flame, is there?
No, it certainly is very restful.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
And we've got 3 or 4 fabulous fires to have a look at, gas fires. This is a real beauty because this one actually goes through both sides of a wall.
That's right, yes. They're available in various sizes, but they certainly can become a feature between 2 rooms or onto an outside wall so that, you know, it can put a bit of a feature for an outdoor living area.
So gorgeous. I feel like getting my marshmallows out.
Yeah.
And this is an absolute beauty next to you here, this lovely long one.
Yes, yeah, that's a 1500 wide fire. That's very popular in larger houses, larger living rooms.
Right, okay. I know just last week when we were talking about some of the different types of fires that you can change the wood and coal bits and pieces on the inside. Can you with these, or are these best with the wood and coal?
These are best with the wood and coal combination because you get more radiant heat and they're more of a classic look.
It is a classic look, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite beautiful. And of course then the one that's directly in front of us, there's so many different variations of them.
Yeah, there's a complete size range from 700 up to 1500. And then, you know, these are the open fronts, so these are ambience, for ambience. And then we've got the glass-fronted fires where there's a range of them from about 700 up to 1500 as well.
So these are easy enough to put in existing homes as well as new properties?
Yes, yeah, they are obviously a lot easier when they're being designed and built into a new house.
Yes.
But they can be retrofitted.
Yeah. And you've got an absolute beauty. This would have to be one of my favourites that we're just going to pop down and have a look at now. Take us down to this one, Steve.
Yeah, this is the illusion. This is very, very appealing. It's a great
Isn't
visual
it
appeal.
good?
Yeah.
It's very sexy looking
Yeah,
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's
Look at that. I mean, it just looks like it dances the flame along that line.
it's quite stunning. That's unique,
it is.
and it can be installed in various configurations. That's 1500 wide. But, you know, people can come down here, and we've got the choice of 41 different burn models. So
God, that's just
if
phenomenal.
they can't find something here,
They're not going to find it,
Yeah.
are they? Absolutely. And I mean, we've even covered all your beautiful outdoor fires. This
Yes.
fabulous setup. I love the way you've got them all actually set up into such a beautiful showroom so people can really see exactly how it can be configured in their home and exactly what it's going to look like. It's really beautiful. Make sure you come on down here and meet Steve and the team here at Simply Heat. Simply Heat, you'll find them at 95 Byron Street in Sydenham, 365 3685. We're talking dirty now. Yep, we're talking tired dirty. Great to be with you again, Dougal. Let's get down and dirty with your tyres, buddy, because they need to make sure that they have got enough tread to be on the roads,
that's
travelling
exactly right.
out on open roads.
A couple of things that are relatively concerning is people think they've got a warrant, so everything's A-OK.
Yeah.
Right. Yearly warrants are here, and they've been in here for a wee while now.
Yeah.
If you're 9 months into your warrant and your tyres could be finished, or maybe a couple of them are gone, so come through before you know, especially if you're going to take this car out of town, and we can put it up on the hoist. Not a warrant, but quickly check over your tyres. You know, Ted will do it over there. It's no charge. Just come in, turn your wheels, or do it yourself. You know, check your tyres, and sometimes you just sort of got to fall on your sword and say, you know what, today's the day. They've got to be done. Simple
Absolutely.
as that.
End of story.
Yeah.
Bite the bullet. Get them done.
That's right.
The further away from Christmas you get them done as well, it's not gonna hurt as much.
No.
Now you've got all kinds of size of tyres, treads of tyres here.
Oh.
I mean, you've got a phenomenal collection of them. I mean, literally from floor to ceiling, and even up on your mezzanine floor here. What kind of vehicles?
Thousands of tyres.
Okay, yeah.
In stock, you know, because a new car comes out, we've got a new tyre size on it, so we have to, and all sorts of other whims that people have about, you know, what sort of cars, where they're going to go, like off-road, on-road, you know, high performance, you know, high mileage, whatever they're after. We're going to listen to them, understand what they're after, and then start making a few recommendations from that information.
Okay, and of course this will help with
different ideas
not only with safety but with fuel consumption as well, doesn't it? Having your tyres.
Yeah, something as simple as keeping your tyre pressures up. That'll save you fuel.
Yeah,
simple,
right.
Straight away. It's a real easy thing to do. You can do it yourself. You can pop and see us. But a wee tip though, those electronic ones, the digital ones that you get at the service station, they're super accurate. They're more accurate probably than even some of the stuff we have here.
Right?
They're very, very good. So don't think, oh, you know, that they don't work. They, you know, the old one with the bell, they used to be a bit, you know, but
Dodge.
iffy.
Yes, they are.
But those ones, yeah, they're spot on. They really are very accurate, and they just give you the beep when it's done. You know. Okay. That's the idea.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's handy to know.
No, they really work.
How long would it take to say, worst case scenario, somebody needed 2 new tyres? How long would that take?
I allow, just to be comfortable for the owner of the car and for us to do a job, from the time we start a job, it's around about 10 minutes per tyre. It should take less than that, but just gives us an opportunity to, maybe the phone rings, well, obviously we're not going to ignore it,
Sure.
bits and pieces like that. So allow about 10 minutes. You've got to remember, over here at Woolston, the tannery's just down the road. Most people, they're gone. You know,
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Any girls that come in, they go on for about 2 hours. Guys, normally about half an hour to 45 minutes, so that's about their tolerance. And obviously Ted over at the other shop, he's got a great waiting room and bits and pieces over there. So he always looks after people so well.
Make sure you use either of these stores. Of course, the one out with Teddy Bear, out at Hayden's Road, of course, that services all of Horsville and Aidenfield, that whole area. That's going to be your closest tyre shop out there. 49 Garlands Road in Woolston and 104 Haytons Road in Sockburn. Quick question for you. Where on earth can you get delivery costs to your door starting from as little as $2? Eat Later. That's exactly where you can, and they even service the greater region of Christchurch and Canterbury. Great to be here with you, Gary, again.
Yeah, welcome back again.
Thank you, and lovely to see your cabinet so full.
Well, it's expected now. We've got so many people coming in off the road. We need to have a full cabinet so that people have got lots to choose from.
Now, everything is made here on the premises. Really important to let them know that all the additives and the likes aren't happening in here. It's beautiful, fresh food.
It's just like Mum used to make it, so I blame her for all sorts of things. That's fine.
What a lovely thing to be blamed for.
Oh, she is. My mum's just delightful, and what you see here is a legacy of what she's shown us, and we don't have any airs and graces in what we do. Now, everything's from scratch.
We do different size meals as well. We have petite meals.
Yes.
So I'm just going to grab one of the petite meals here.
Sure.
This is some gorgeous ham and cheese quiche with vegetables in the bottom here. And you've got the regular sized
I've got
meal?
the regular sized one. So you can tell the difference because the petite one's got a bar against it. However, the vegetables are the same whether you buy a petite one or a large one.
Right, okay. So these don't just have to be for people who are convalescing, for the elderly. These can be for people who are actually watching their weight and want good, balanced and proportion-sized meals.
Absolutely, because nothing here is deep fried. So it's steamed or steam baked. And if we do put something through the roast, it's just coated very, very slightly in canola oil. So it's all healthy stuff.
Now, we're going to be having to start and think about Christmas with 6 weeks off.
It's coming. coming up quickly.
It is coming up. Good idea for people to start doing a little extra stockpile now.
Yeah, even just one meal a week for those who are ordering off us regularly. They can pop them in the freezer. Although these are all fresh meals, they're fine in the freezer. Now we're going to be closing down for 2 weeks over Christmas time.
Good idea to start stocking up.
Yes.
What a beautiful idea for somebody, if it's a neighbour or your parents or a friend that has just had a baby.
Yes.
I always think that's such a good one. Operation, if you're going away and it's somebody that you keep an eye on, what a great idea to actually purchase them for them.
Sure thing. And what do you give somebody who has everything?
Food. We all need it.
That's great,
We all
isn't
need
it?
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely we do. And you've got a selection of lovely drinks up here as well.
Oh, to supplement that as well.
What a lovely
Absolutely.
idea. Make sure you come on in and see Gary and the team at Eat Later, or give them a call and they can do a home delivery. Eat Later, you'll find them at 9 Raycroft Street in Opawa. The telephone number is 4200 A few technical difficulties today. Nothing to do with us. Might be behind the camera perhaps. What do you reckon, Juliet?
Oh, it is, yes.
Gorgeous big tall creature.
Isn't he a beautiful man?
Isn't he?
Yes.
Darling, beautiful food here in your cabinet, and of course asparagus.
Yeah.
This is the season.
It is, and it doesn't last for a whole long time, Jude. So it's the kind of thing that you overindulge in.
I know.
Get sick of.
Salads.
Yes.
I love. Marianne and I are addicted to asparagus
And
rolls.
it's so good for you, asparagus.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Mix it even through my stir fries.
Oh, yes.
It's just heavenly, isn't it?
And look, Jude, we put it in our lovely bread. We've got lovely sourdough bread, and we have our homemade mayonnaise in it.
And I love the way you don't cut the spears all short of neck. You let people have that full spear hanging out.
And it's chocker full of asparagus, our rolls. They're not, like you say, they're not just the wee spears.
No.
We break them off at the end so they don't get the woody part, but they get
Absolutely.
4 or 5 really lovely pieces of asparagus, homemade
Beautiful.
mayonnaise, made every morning, so they haven't been sitting around.
Glorious. And your salads look divine today.
Oh, watermelons and mangoes. So watermelon salad with feta.
Beautiful. Oh, black olive.
Black olives. It's got other things too, and I can't remember what they are.
Yum.
It's got a lovely little
chili yogurt dressing.
yes, with a hint
Just
of
with that.
cucumber in it.
And that one there, that's got pork in it. Pork and apple.
It's pork, apple, and cashew.
Wow.
It's kind of slaw.
What a gorgeous, what a
And
gorgeous combination
and
that
it's
is.
really lovely, and it's got chopped through it this lovely chunky little fine bits of crackling.
Now, look, this is great as well because we've got.
Let me pull this back for you, Jude.
We've got the show, of course, this weekend. Are you closed on Friday?
We are.
Closed on Friday.
Yes,
being
we
a
are
public
closed on
holiday.
show day.
Look, great idea to come in and get something for the weekend here because you do the family pies as well as all these beautiful
We do,
small,
Jude. Yeah.
delicate bits and pieces. Great to take to the races, great to take to the show.
Yeah.
Because it's
Absolutely.
expensive there, isn't
It is, and look, if someone comes racing in at the last minute, we can make them up a tray of a medley of all our foods. We can heat them, they can take them away cold and heat them themselves, but we can do them a lovely platter to take to the races or just have at home if they've got friends popping round. Because it is a social, we're entering in the social season,
We
aren't
won't
we?
mention anything about the other one that comes after this week. We need to get this week sorted first.
Exactly,
don't we?
yes.
Look at those beautiful big bacon and egg slices. Look at all these yummy rolls and into all the gorgeous sweet.
Yeah, we've got a really good
delectable.
range of gluten-free sweets too, Jude. We've got BUNRUNNERS' own special mallow puffs.
Just noticed that. Chocolate and marshmallow wagon wheels. Oh my God. Make sure you come on down. BUNRUNNERS are on the corner of Fitzgerald Ave and June Street. Now that number for catering is 374-2260. Thank you so much for watching Let's Go Shopping. Be safe.
And have a wonderful day.
Nice ending, Jeanette.
Bye.